channel. My name is Debbie. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I read a lot of books. So today's book is Fairness Released, which is book 9 in the Exceptional Sophia Beaufont series. This is getting more and more confusing as I go on because there's so many different versions of the way these books were released, because it was all originally a complete mega book of 24 books. There's the mega book which has the 24 books. My version is just the first 12 books, so I've got another 12 books after this lot. And depending on which version you've got, depends on what title you get. And I've just had a major confusion over what book was what, so I've made notes determining what happened in what book, because I got really confused for a second there. But yeah, I'll get on with this blurb for book 9. The dragon elite are growing more powerful, but so are their enemies. Dragon eggs have been stolen, but Sophia isn't deterred. She will get them back and make the thieves suffer, once she figures out where to look for them. The stakes are higher than ever as Sophia is sent on mission after mission to help the dragon elite, do Subna's bidding, and also save those at the Gallantung who are still cursed. Quiet might be better, but the housekeeper for the castle is still sick. Sophia won't stop until she finds a cure for Ainsley. But to save the eggs, the housekeeper and her friends, it's going to take harnessing the strongest power in the world and the most elusive. Can love save everyone? I have now finished book 10, which also has a theme of love through it, which adds to the confusion of where the hell I am. The main mission of this book is a Cupid mission for Subna. That is the first thing I written down to remind myself of what happened in this book. Basically, Wilder, as a weapons expert with Subna, has been sent off on a mission to fix Cupid's bow, which has gone haywire, basically. Instead of the arrow making people fall in love, they're falling in lust. And so Subna wants Wilder to go fix the arrow and has told him to take Sophia along with him. So that mission takes up the majority of the book, I feel. That is the main mission. Obviously there are other missions as well, but this feels the main mission of Wilder and Sophia being together, going to track down Cupid, who they find out is in the middle of the Sahara Desert for some bizarre reason. So they have a mission going across the Sahara and trying to track down Cupid so they can fix the arrow. At which point they come across a sand worm, which Sophia calls Wormy. I love the fact that Sophia just names all like the baddies that she comes across, like all the monsters, because she feels like it humanises them slightly and makes them not as scary for her when she names them, which is quite funny. You're just seeing Sophia and Wilder working together more and more, which explains the relationship that is budding between them. The personification of Cupid as a Gatsby-esque type person is quite incredible, really, because once they get through the Sahara, they've had their fight with Wormy that's been chasing them through the desert. They come across what is essentially like a Gatsby party with this grand house that's been hidden in the middle of the desert with magic, and as soon as they kind of step over the threshold of this magical Gatsby house, they go from all like the sweating armoury having just for Wormy into this beautiful like 20s 30s flapper style outfits. And if you know me, you'll know that I love that fashion. I love the style of the flapper like dresses. If I could wear a flapper dress all day every day, I probably would. It's just the fact that it's just so Gatsby influenced, that section, which I absolutely love. And yeah, Sophia uses her charms to distract Cupid while Wilder fixes the arrow. But then they manage to piss off Gatsby and piss off Gatsby. They manage to piss off Cupid, and as they're running away after they fix the arrow, Cupid aims an arrow at Wilder. You can see where this is going, can't you? So after trying to hide their budding relationship from Hiker, they come back from this mission with Wilder just drooling over Sophia and saying how much in love with her he is. And it kind of gets them ready for a mission that happens in the next book, where Sophia is trying to find a way to fix Wilder. Because basically she's gotten to the point when she's just like, I want Wilder to love me for me and not because he has been hit with an arrow from Cupid. So yeah, that storyline kind of makes it into the next one, which I have now finished reading. In this book you also find out about the balance from the 1,000 eggs. Basically it's the idea that half of them are good and half of them are evil, and it's supposed to be kind of like balancing it all out, and it makes sense in regards to what we've seen from the other books, with the fact that we have seen people who are, well, they're not riders for the elite because they're not, but you know, people who have been magnetized to a dragon, but they are not for the elite. They are quite selfish. They feel like their powers and their relationship with their dragons is a personal thing rather than using it for good. They're more selfish with that power, and so that's where the bad eggs comes in. There is a bit of a joke about the whole bad egg situation, but as some of the eggs start hatching in the cave where they're all together, they realise that at the moment there's only bad eggs that are being born, and ultimately it's Quiet that I think figures it out, where they realise that the eggs all being together means that they're hatching more quickly, and so they need to separate them if they want to let the hatching process happen a bit more naturally, and they need to keep them away from each other because they think that the fact they're so close together means that it's bringing the bad eggs out a little bit more, because they see the big dragons fighting with each other and they're just like, we don't want this to happen. And so when they realise what's happening, that's the moment when Quiet takes the eggs and starts to separate them across the expanse at the Gullington. So it does feel like the Cupid mission is the main one in this one, and it's to, as I say, spark the fire that is the relationship. We've already had kind of like the little moments going through the past couple of books, but this one just seems to really bring that relationship to the forefront. Hiker also puts out this rule that he does, with Sophia being the first female dragon rider, he doesn't want relationships between the riders, and so that's one of the reasons why Sophia and Wilder are trying to keep their budding relationship on the down low, but obviously it gets pushed into like the wide open when Wilder is hit by Cupid's arrow. Sophia uses it as an excuse with Hiker, saying that the reason this is happening is because he was shot by Cupid's arrow. So she's trying to put out any thought in Hiker's mind that there could actually be a relationship here. So Sophia makes it seem like it's very one-sided, but yes, so you do see Sophia kind of battling with herself over that budding relationship with Wilder, and yeah, this is what happens when I have a pen in my hand and just keep. But to be fair, I do this in every single video. Anyway, also from the blurb, you see that Sophia is also kind of delving into what happened to Ainsley and trying to figure out exactly what happened and why Ainsley can't leave the Gullington for very long without feeling sick. And you are starting to get little things about what possibly happened between Ainsley and Hiker. I'm getting the sense that maybe there was something between those two. Yeah. Yeah, there's just a little hint that maybe there is something going on there which is being kept secret. I mean, Hiker is already very secretive, and Sophia has managed to kind of get out some of those secrets. She's working on him, basically. But yeah, it feels like there is a secret between Hiker and Ainsley that Ainsley doesn't know about because of how forgetful she gets, which is very much influenced by Quiet and the Gullington, because it's been told before that the castle is essentially looking after Ainsley, which we now know is actually Quiet, so Quiet is looking after Ainsley, but we still haven't gotten that full story of what happened, because we know that Ainsley saved Hiker's life, but we haven't really gotten beyond that. We haven't gone that much into what Ainsley was like before she became the housekeeper for the Gullington. So yeah, as we go on, I'm hoping that we do get a bit more information about that, and that Sophia is able to use that information to help to save Ainsley in the future. Because I must admit, I've got a huge soft spot for Ainsley. I think she's one of my favourite parts of the story. I mean, I love the relationship between Sophia and Lunis, her dragon. I find that friendship so cute. But as Ainsley was the only female in the Gullington for a very, very long time, because she helps to look after the castle, while the castle is also looking after her. And then she is also the one that kind of keeps the boys in line, in a way. She's the one that will, like, have a go at Evan because he's slept in again, and, you know, she's able to kind of punish them in a way with the food. Because, like, she'll give Mama Jumbo all the pancakes she'll ask for, but when it comes to the boys, she's very strict with them. Yeah, you realise that, you know, these boys are kind of feel like they've gotten away with murder for so long. Ainsley has helped to keep them in check. And then you've also got Sophia and Mama Jumbo in there now as well. So, you know, it's starting to even, like, the playing field a little bit. But it's not quite even, but it's getting there. And yeah, I enjoy this series. Alright, I need to be getting ready for my singing lesson soon. So yeah, I'll wrap up there. So that was Fairness released, and it's the book 9, the exceptional Sophia Beaufont books, and it's by Sarah Noffke and Michael Anderle. Did I show you the front cover for this one? I cannot remember. So that's the front cover on Amazon. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you tomorrow with another video for Vlogmas. Stay safe, everybody.